Hi there, it's another tarot sesh for Capricorn. I'm the Cannastrologer. My name is Abby, and this is another reading for July 2024. It covers the entire month, and don't try to force anything or make it fit, but do understand that energies can be crisscrossed, flip-flopped, and or reversed. Capricorn, so welcome back to all of my returning subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure that you smash that subscribe button and hit that little notification bell. That way you also get notified of all of my upcoming content. But for my returning subscribers, you guys know that at the end of each year, I do a reading for all of the full moons of the upcoming year. And so for the full moon that's taking place in the month of July, it's going to be on the 21st, and it's going to be a full moon in Capricorn, your sign. But what's interesting is that in the month of June 2024, it was also a full moon in Capricorn on the 21st. So what this is telling me intuitively, it's like a second time, or like a second chance. You get a second shot at something. It could be like the same type of energies that were playing out in the month of June. You get a second opportunity this time around. Sorry, I got a hair in my mouth. To make it better, to do something over again, like a do-over. I just heard, give me a mulligan. For golfers out there, that's, giving me an extra shot or whatever. So anyway, the cards that we had pulled for that full moon spread, Ace of Clubs, which corresponds with the meaning of crossroads, and it's card number 31. So somebody could be 31 years old, 31st could be somebody's birthday, but the 31st of the month of July could be significant for someone as well. And there could be some type of crossroads that you're coming upon, a big decision that you'll have to make. Fluorite was the crystal card of the month, and that stands for focus. And so you could be exhibiting or having to practice or exercise a lot of focus this month towards something. And then we've got the Four of Wands, and it stands for elderberry, like the elderflower. And it means home and foundation. Now, the Four of Wands are typically, it's a fire sign, so Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. You could have it somewhere in your chart or be dealing with somebody who does. But it stands for, like, house, home, security, like the four corners of an actual, foundation, apartment building, even business, right? So it's like you're going to be dealing with structure, foundation, home, something like that. I'm being told that in some cases the Four of Wands is also the 1111 card. Some readers read it that way, so you also could be dealing with maybe like a living situation with a significant other, twin flame, soulmate, something like that. Then we chose, or it chose us, card number 56, the Wayfarer, and that's from the I Ching of Love Oracle deck. And that card talks about travel, journey, and or allowing your heart to roam. I was on Instagram and saw a post that talked about a wayfinder, which is the same thing as a wayfarer. It's just a different way of saying it. But I really liked their definition. It's a wayfinder is a deeply intuitive person who has the courage to navigate the chaos and confusion of darkness and division. One who devotes their life to exploring a more joyful, harmonious, cooperative, creative, and sustainable existence on Earth. And I just thought that was beautiful. So, worth mentioning. And then for the Moonology Manifestation Oracle, I chose or picked the Full Moon in Capricorn card. And it happens to be a Full Moon in Capricorn this month. So, that card means taking a reality check. So, and again, this is for the entire general collective, but I think like collectively we're going to be stepping back and taking a reality check, especially if we're getting like a second chance at something. It's like maybe the first time you may have been in the clouds, or somewhere else, but the second time around it's like let's focus, like the fluorite card. Let's focus and get a good reality check on our bearings. And this doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing, right? Then we got card number 16, loving compassion. You could be receiving loving compassion from another person, giving loving compassion to another person or friend, or just giving yourself good old self-care and loving compassion too. Then from the Witch's Kitchen Oracle, we chose the Cinnamon card, and that stands for reignite. That could be reigniting the flame within you, reigniting a friendship, a romance, reconciliation of some sort. It also, cinnamon means good luck. So you could have good luck coming in, or work with cinnamon in order to manifest and bring in good luck. And then last but not least, card number 43. It's the harvest card from, what is it? Magical spell cards. Yeah, sorry. Totally forgot what deck I was using. Magical spell cards. And it means, as the waves of the ocean are infinite, as the trees in the forest grow tall, let my work now bring me to harvest. I am ready to receive my all. So this is July, and in the cannabis world, 7/10 is kind of like a secondary cannabis holiday, because it's harvest time for the oils and the like concentrates and like hash and all of that stuff, right? So anything that you were working on in the past, this could be a time of harvest for you. But anything that you're working on now could also come to fruition during harvest season, which is around the September, October, November time frame. So there could be some significance there for you. The song that I had on pre-shuffle for you when I was getting the cards together, it's called Sour Patch Kids by Bryce Vine. Some of you may be fans of the candy Sour Patch Kids. Some of you may be in a funk and may be feeling a little sour, like a Sour Patch Kid. You're still sweet, but sour, right? But some of the lyrics to this: I don't want to worry about nothing for a while. I just want to play around living like a child, with old tunes jamming on my Walkman and some Sour Patch Kids in a Coke can. This song talks about like being tired of life as an adult and everything that's going on in the now, right? Just wanting to, it also is a song about your inner child, wanting to, bring out your inner child and just go back to the good old days, right? Do the things that make you feel good, that you used to do as a child, that bring out the creativity, the carefree, and some of us are just tired, and I totally understand. So that's the energy. Sour Patch Kids by Bryce Vine. It's a fun song. I really like this song. I'm not a huge fan of Sour Patch Kids, but all right. What do we have for Capricorn? Higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity for the greater good for the month of July 2024. Thank you. Okay. Underneath the deck, we've got Bridge. Successfully overcoming a problem, so that's good. What else do we have for Capricorn, please? Wow, okay. Underneath the deck, we've got Elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Okay. I knew this card was going to come out, and the reason I knew this, so when I was talking about cinnamon, this card has come up in a bunch of the other readings. When I was writing down the cinnamon card with Reignite, and I wrote the word good luck, it has nothing to do with the cinnamon card whatsoever, but I had just like doodled, like drawn, I don't know if you can see it right there, but like a little clover, because when I wrote down good luck, I always think of a clover. You guys got the 4-leaf clover. Some of you may be seeing them or finding them. It means good fortune. Then we got the key card, arrow, and funnel. Okay. Give me just a second here. Okay, so in the recent past, with the funnel card, we've got some frustration. It's a period of frustration and lessons to be learned. Sometimes you just got to roll with the punches and, take them, as a lesson. So, and it could be frustrating. Growth is frustrating when you're not used to it, Growth is, the definition of growth is when you're, like, basically when you've stepped outside your comfort zone, That's where you find growth. So then we have arrow. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. So while it may feel uncomfortable, while you may be a little frustrated, you are on the right path, and that's because that's the path of growth. That's why it's frustrating, Then we have key. successful outcome to your problems. So we saw the Bridge card underneath the deck, successfully overcoming a problem, but like you're going to get a key or a hint, or you may get an actual key. It could be like a key to a house, a home, an apartment, something like that, or to a car. But there'll be a successful outcome to your problems. And then 4-leaf clover with great good fortune. So you're getting like a lucky break. It's coming through. And then we have bull. So it's funny, like it ends kind of frustrating. The rest of it's good. And then at the very end, you've got the bull. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. It's not terrible. It just, you may have come up against some friction or, knocking heads with somebody, something like that. So that's the energy going into this right now. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. You could be going on, it could be an actual journey, like a road trip or something, and you could learn some things along the way. For others of you, it could just be a mental journey, lessons learned, hardships, things that occur, maybe even reoccur, and it's like you learn how to break those cycles or something. Okay, what do we have for Capricorn, please? Higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity. I'm taking the top 3 cards. And bottom of the deck, we've got justice. There's justice coming in, or justice will be served. This could be justice for you or against you. So we're also talking Libra energy here. So you could be dealing with a Libra or somebody who has that strong in their chart. So this, the justice is the scales. It's all about balance. One person's justice is another person's karma. I say that all the time. So, if this isn't you receiving justice, you could be watching somebody receive justice and or karma. So let's see what else we got. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. We've got the Death card. Now, I love the Death card. I am a Scorpio. Death card doesn't necessarily mean death. It could mean, somebody passing on. But it actually means transformation. It could be the death of ego, the death of old ways, the death of toxic habits. And once you get rid of that stagnant old energy, that dead energy, you're able to welcome in rebirth, renewal, new space, new things, new energy. So transformation is a beautiful thing. And that's what Scorpios know best. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, you could be dealing with death, or you could be dealing with some type of transformation. Then we've got the Tower. Ooh. So whatever this is, it's a huge transformation. Now, for those of you who potentially could be losing somebody in your life or have lost somebody in your life, my condolences. But this is going to be, whatever this is, when the Tower card shows up, this is also Scorpionic energy. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. But when the Tower card comes, it stands for like chaos and, something that's crumbling down to its foundation, which is not a bad thing, because if it wasn't built on sturdy foundation in the first place, it's meant to come down. And when it comes down, you can then rebuild from a more solid foundation. Okay? There's definitely something like some kind of chaos, some kind of destruction, some kind of massive change that's going to be transforming a situation, and it could involve potentially a Scorpio. Then we have the Hanged Man. This is Hanged Man. Is this Aries? Sagittarius? I can't remember. 222 on the clock. You may want to look up angel number 222. Regardless, the Hanged Man, this talks about stuck, stagnant energy and or like kind of like being in a timeout. And it's not like you're in trouble or anything. It's that you're kind of being put in timeout to look at something from a different perspective, so that you can look at something from a different perspective. Take the time to figure it out. Figure out your next steps. It could be a very spiritual card. Something may happen that makes you really look at something from a different way. You could be finding something out. that makes you look back on a situation and totally like rethink your initial plans. And it could be, injustice could have something to do with this. There could be some kind of transformation in a situation that, or some kind of news, or some kind of something that, like, that rocks the, I want to say that rocks the community. I'm not seeing any community cards yet, but, yeah. So it's like whatever it is, whatever this is that like creates this tower moment, it's going to be justified. It's going to bring in somebody's justice. It will be somebody's karma also. But that's going to leave you there hanging out, like looking at the whole situation in a completely different perspective. So for some of you, this tower moment could be the problem. This could be like something that you're maybe frustrated about. Something that you're looking at like, how do I get past this? How do I deal with this? I think maybe even when you're looking at things from a different perspective in that hanged man position, that's when like you could get your answers. You know, you could get a download or a message or something that it'll be the key to the solution and what you're looking for, which becomes your great good fortune. Just don't back down to any opposition if you come across it while you're dealing with that solution, because you could. Underneath the deck, as we go into the clarification, we've got the Queen of Swords energy. It could be dealing with a feminine Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini energy, or just somebody who has strong air sign in their chart. Swords are all about communication. You know, somebody who's very good at communicating, speaking. It could be, you know, any kind of communication. You know, text message, emails, anything like that. Queen of Swords is somebody who's extremely wise, and it's through all the experiences that she's had in her life. She knows exactly what she wants, how she's going to get it. She's very telepathic as well. So she sees things. Like she's looking off into the distance. She's like pondering. Very good intellectually, right? A definite intellect. A fantastic manifester as well. So this could be you, or you could be dealing with somebody in this energy, but she gets what she wants. And as I say that, there's the victory card right underneath her. She gets what she wants, and she's about to have some kind of success that somebody wants to talk to her about something that was done in the past, being left out in the cold by a King of Pentacles regarding a home and financial independence. Yeah. All right. So what is the Death card for Capricorn? What is the Death card? There's somebody that may know something about this situation or a situation in which that could be like what they're pondering or thinking about, trying to figure out how to get out of this Hanged Man energy. We have the Strength card, clarifying the Death. So this is Leo energy. So I'm getting two things. If this is an actual death, and again, my condolences, Spirit is saying Spirit is saying to stay strong. You know, exercise, inner strength for yourself and those around you. But for others of you, I'm seeing like whatever this transformation that's taking place, Spirit is saying to stay strong through that, or that you are exerting an immense amount of strength in order to get through this situation. Or you could be dealing with a Leo. What do we have for the Tower card? What is the Tower card for Capricorn, please? Wanted to pop out. What's the Tower card for Capricorn, please? Thank you. You got 3 cards. I'll take them. They wanted to fall upside down. Let's just see here. So this is why this is why the Tower card's happening. We have the Five of Wands, which is competition and fighting, bickering. So there could be fighting amongst 5 people, 5 departments, 5 family members, something like that. If this hasn't happened yet, it could be happening in the future. Somebody can feel it coming, and it's going to be coming fast with the Eight of Wands. That's incoming messages or incoming movement happening very quickly. Okay? Now, it did want to fall in reverse. I'm hearing past. This could have been some fighting, bickering that happened in the past, and now with this Three of Wands, it's like it's all coming out, and that's what could be creating the Tower moment. I just heard hidden secrets, so there's some hidden secrets that were coming out, and that's what's creating this Tower moment and transformation. Oh, and I just noticed too, Wands. That is a lot of fire energy. Right next to strength, Leo, fire. Ooh. Now, this is only going to be for a very small few of you, but there could be a fire at a home. Because I'm seeing fire, and then the Tower, and that talks about a crumbling or disaster or destruction of a tower. Like, it could be a structure. We had the 4 at the beginning. So there could be, and I just heard liar, pants on fire. There could be a fire at a house. It is around the time of the 4th of July, bunch of backyard barbecues, things like that. What's the Hanged Man for Capricorn? Okay, that came right out. Okay. Okay, and then we have the Ace of Wands in reverse, more fire. And this is definitely in reverse. So, the Ace of Wands, when upright, means a passionate new beginning. And it also is my awakening card. In reverse, it's not a passionate new beginning. It's somebody is in the Hanged Man position. They're stagnant. They're stuck. They've been put kind of in timeout, so they're not able to have this passionate new beginning. Could be with a person, could be with a job, could be with something. Why? Could have something to do with this Tower moment and all of this very passionate, fiery energy, and or have something to do with justice. But what is so confusing is that you're getting great good fortune. There will be a successful outcome to whatever this incident is. It's just, it's not going to happen as fast as you would like. And then clarifying the Justice card underneath the deck is the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is all about nostalgia. It's about, that's interesting. So the Six of Cups is about your inner child, just like the song. Now I get it. See, this is why I always do the songs. So the song is talking about Sour Patch Kids, and I was feeling like somebody's feeling sour. It's a song about, not wanting to adult, being tired of adulting, just wanting to live like a child again, back in the good old days. So what I'm seeing here is there's a bunch of things that are happening that are transpiring, that are transmuting, right? And it's creating these Tower moments that just has somebody thinking man, this sucks, right? But it's all still part of it. It's all still part of the process. That's why Spirit's saying you got to stay strong. You got to keep on going. This could be just getting justice or karma for a situation, but it's you got to stick through it and keep on going. Because you'll get great good fortune in the end. You may come across a bully or be dealing with somebody who makes you feel a little sour. Do not back down from that opposition. Show strength and fortitude. But it's like you will get justice in this situation. Something or someone that you could have been dealing with in the past, or somebody that brings out the justice in the situation could be whatever this is that brings out a feeling of youth or inspired childlike action. I don't know. If any of this resonates, make sure you drop a comment in the comments below. Let me know. And then make sure you like, share, subscribe. I always appreciate that support. I love to know, like, if I'm on, like, not if, like, who I'm on the same vibration, the same frequency with. Because everybody's on different timelines. Everybody has different natal charts. You know, it's like your astrological thumbprint. Everybody's different. Okay, so underneath the deck we've got man number 28. You could be dealing with a man who is 28, born on the 28th. 2 plus 8 is 10. 10s are endings, but they're also beginnings. You could be a man. I could be talking to a man. Top of the deck we have snake, number 7. This is interesting. So watch for snakes in the grass. You could have snakes around you. Oh, okay. I just got, so whoever you are, whether you're masculine or feminine, be aware of a snake, of a male snake, a male person who is very snaky-like, somebody that cannot be trusted. Now, it's interesting because I always said about snakes, and I always say about snakes. Snakes are a sign of transformation as well. You know, they shed their skin and they, you know, but they grow bigger. The only way that they can stop growing is if you chop off their head, because they're regenerative. So there's somebody that needs, not figuratively speaking, like physically, but somebody that needs to, like, cut them out so they can stop growing on your nerves, you know, or you don't need to grow with this person. But it's a man. I should probably read the definitions. Let's do that before I start shuffling. We'll read man first, number 28. Okay, on the surface, the man or woman offer little divinatory meaning and simply represent man or woman of significance. When the man appears in the story, they play a key role. This can range from romantic partners to platonic connections. To help clarify the dynamic between the characters, there are 2 cards for each sex. Okay, so anyway, the man represents a male figure in the reading. He can also embody traditional masculine characteristics of dominance, force, outward expressions of power, and logical analytical thinking. He is connected to planet Mars. Mars is the archetype of war, dominance, militant persuasion, and protection. Okay, so you could be dealing with a man who tries to dominate situations. You know, super alpha, thinks that he's always right. And while man doesn't always have to represent, like, you know, the more aggressive, definitions of this energy, I'm feeling very aggressive energy, like, especially seeing that snake card there. So I feel like you are dealing with a snake. I just heard, there's a snake in my boots from Toy Story. A man who cannot be trusted. So let's look at snake, number 7. Okay, so number 7. Deception, attack, difficulties, envy, wisdom, writhing, and bad omen. The snake lies coiled in the underbrush of the garden, forked tongue licking the air menacingly. She writhes provocatively, undulating in hypnotic circles. The snake is beguiling. Her deadly energy penetrates your very core, provoking fear and desire simultaneously. You are overwhelmed by the desire of wanting something regardless of the consequences. She awakens cravings that make you forego caution. So, The snake personifies the reptilian brain, the portion of our brain that controls our animal instincts and the deep desire for survival. In a positive way, the reptilian brain is a survival mechanism, allowing us to respond to danger and provocation in a way that preserves life. So essentially, the snake points to our inner desires that are born out of our need for survival, regardless of their true validity. When approached respectfully, the snake can show us how to be powerful in our instinctual nature. Be on guard when the snake appears, however, because her charming nature can lead to hazardous actions and situations. She often comes in the form of another person, like a man, or a situation that seems enticing but can ultimately lead to peril. Lust can disguise itself as love. As convincing as the snake is, there is always an underlying feeling of something being off kilter. Trust that inner warning before charging ahead onto doom. So be aware of a man in your presence, whether you're male or female, during the month of July, because they're a snake. They are a snake. And if you continue on with, doing business or working with a snake, I hate this vehicle that does this, but it's an omen. It's like a sign, clarification. Be careful doing business with this person because it will interrupt your life, right? It will create this tower moment that will leave you stuck and not able to complete a passionate new beginning, with what you were looking to do or what you were trying to complete. Unless you don't back down from any opposition. Show strength and fortitude. And it says show strength. You've got the strength card right here. Right? Show strength and fortitude. So I still see great good fortune coming out, but you could have somebody that's coming in, a snake-like person, that's going to try to manipulate your thinking. It's going to try to get you to do something that you don't want to do or agree to something that you don't want to agree to. You need to stand strong. Underneath the deck, we've got number 13, assistance is at hand, the crew. So you could have a crew of people that you depend on. Make sure that you reach out to them. You may not have been working with them in the very recent past, but it's like, these are your people. This is your tribe. Reach out to them. You've got a crew. Okay? And I'm going to read these because there's some, it's like alien type connotation as well. Number 5, establish your domain. So 5s are significant because it means change of direction. 13, something significant could be happening on the 13th as well. Assistance is at hand. Let's see here. Okay, the crew, you are not alone. Open your mind to new thoughts and possibilities. We live in a diverse multiverse. Expand your consciousness beyond the world that you know. So you could be dealing with somebody just because, they're making all these promises to you and saying that they can give you this and that and blah, blah, blah. Don't buy it. If it sounds too good to be true, it generally is. Again, this person is a snake. What's going to happen, though, is the moment that you step away from that snaky, suspicious, manipulative type of energy, you walk away from that, and then that's when the universe, brings in the assistance that you need, which is your crew. Those of the human race are victims no longer. Our current situation was partially brought about by interference from this regressive alien races. Since we had no control over this, permission has been granted for the benevolent beings in our star family to help. The Pleiadian crew is part of an alliance that has come to the planet to help humankind reach the next level of evolution so that we can take our place back beside them. The Pleiadians are committed to removing the influence of the regressive aliens, even risking their own lives to do so. Remember this alliance when the world looks hopeless and makes you feel powerless to change it. Rise to meet the challenges in life and you will be assisted. So it's funny because like there is they talk, when talking about aliens, they talk about a race called the reptilians, and the Pleiadians are here to drive those reptilians out of Earth, right? And we're sitting here looking at a snake. So you could be dealing with a man who's like really like, low-key reptilian, and that's his mask, his personality, his, meat suit, whatever. It's just a mask. He's a reptilian, and that's who you're dealing with. All right, so let's read number 5. Establish your domain. It may be time to anchor your heart. Your hero's journey has inspired you and others, but now you might want to settle down for a while and share your knowledge. So, Sarah de la Mer. Sarah's symbol is the ankle and the heart. She arrived in the Carmage of South France in a boat without oars. Among her companions was Mary Magdalene, reputed to be Sarah's mother. Adopting to a foreign land after such an adventurous journey could not have been easy, but the women must have been grateful for their safe delivery to a new country. With their wisdom, they have enriched the culture and spiritual knowledge of many lands and people up to the present day. Like Sarah, you also have stories to tell. Share them. Write them down in narrative or poetry, create art from them, or dance them into form. So some of you may be writers, you may be creatives, you may like to dance. It's, Spirit is saying, tell your story. Tell your story, find your tribe. You've got assistance, but just be careful of a male, masculine energy snake that's around you who's going to try to get you to do something that you don't want to do. You do not want to take this passionate new beginning with them. And I think even that could be that hanged man. Like, you could be thinking about this. Like, do I want to move forward with this person, or am I going to trust my gut with this? And the moment that you trust your gut and walk away from this snake is the moment when, like, your crew comes to save you. So that's what I've got for you, Capricorn, for the month of July. Like I said, if any of this brought you answers, clarity, or insight, make sure you drop a comment in the comments below. Please like, share, subscribe. If you're interested in a personal reading, I have all of that information in the description below this video. Also, I know, totally random, but if you're a coconut water enthusiast like I am, I freaking love this stuff. I know the owner of this company, and it's just so good. It's called Coco Love Water. You can go to cocolovewater.com. And if you type in Cannastrologer 15 when you place your order, you get 15% off. You guys, this coconut water, there's no additives, no added sugar, nothing. It's straight from source, from the coconut into the can, and it gets shipped to you. It is so good. So Cannastrologer 15, go check it out. And as you know, it's Together We Grow. I always enjoy spending this time and energy with you. I look forward to reading for you again in the near future. Check out my other videos. And also check me out on cincymag.com. So I will see you guys on the flip side. Y'all take care. Peace, Capricorn.